She's asking for...
Everything.
Oh, so what? It's just material. We're not going to let that get in our way, are we? She can't actually believe that she is going to get all this.
With Jacobson as her attorney, that could be just the beginning of her list.
Mason, what are you going to do?
I'm going to have a drink.
No, don't do that. You need a clear head.
That'll be the point, Julia. You can read. I could be ruined. I thought I'd been so smart last year. I made a killing in the market, got out in September. I even managed to cover any losses that we might have had from the oil rig explosion. I covered everything but this.
Maybe she's bluffing.
You know as well as I do that there's no bluff involved. Jacobson's going to push this to the limit. Nailing a Capwell for a huge divorce settlement? The publicity alone is worth millions to him. And I could be worth nothing. Again.
What do you mean I can't get off this rig?
Sorry, Mrs. Conrad. Storm's too strong right now.
All right. Forget the helicopter. There has to be a boat.
There is a boat, Mrs. Conrad. And since you own this place, you can take it out if you want to. We can't stop you. But you're gonna go down with it out there in that storm.
You know, you should never have had me come out here. You should have anticipated this.
Just doing my job, ma'am. If you don't want to know what's going on out here on this rig, just say so. We won't bother you.
Look, I'm going to have my son, Jeffrey, do a thorough investigation of the situation anyway.
We can do that for you right here if you want to. Looks like we're going to be stuck together for quite a while.
Well, I don't intend to be stuck anywhere, Mr. Clark. I'm getting off this rig.
High-tide warnings extend as far south as San Clemente and north 100 miles from Santa Barbara. Meteorologists are already calling it the worst storm since 1958. People who lived through that storm haven't forgotten it.
I can never forget that date. How can I?
Did you hear that?
The storm signal?
That's why he covered the phone. He didn't want me to hear that.
But why would he care whether...
Harry is staying on the beach.
He'd be right nearby.
If that was the storm warning, he can't be too far.
You mean that he could be... that he may have been staying near us the whole time?
Could be, yeah.
Maybe he's been watching us?
Well, I don't see what you gain by that. I mean, he's been known to push his luck. That'd be pushing a little far, I think.
Oh, he wouldn't knock on the door, would he?
Nah.
Hey!
Get in here, man.
Yeah, nice weather we're having out there today. Yeah!
Well, good to see you, Pearl. What can we do you for here?
Well, actually, I'm looking for Carmen. She around here anywhere?
No, she hasn't come back from the office yet.
Oh, no. That's just great. She probably headed straight for Johnny's. I told her I was short on work tonight. She said she'd help me out, but lo and behold, I closed the place down because of this stuff, right?
Yeah, listen, we'll tell her when she gets here.
Okay, you do that. You know, if I was you two, you know what I would do? Build a fire, snuggle up in front of her, because this may take some waiting out. I'll see you tomorrow.
Listen, wait a second. Wait, pal, come here. Since you have already closed up Johnny's, maybe you could give me a hand with something?
I can give you 2 hands. Does this, by any chance, have to do with the new case?
It might. Yeah, it might have something to do with that, yeah.
Well, you know me. I mean, I don't mind being an oyster shucker, but oiling the old detective wheels is good for me every now and then, you know what I mean?
I know what you mean.
So who are we after?
We're after somebody who might be living near the beach somewhere. And if I'm not mistaken, you know this area better than anybody.
You got it.
Good, because we got to find this dude ASAP.
Okay, here's the game plan. Whip up some hot chocolate, some popcorn. The Lakers game is on at 7 tonight. Next thing tomorrow morning,
No, we ain't
go up a
talking
list.
tomorrow, man. We're talking right now.
You're crazy. There's a baby typhoon happening right outside your door. You don't want to be anywhere on the beach right now.
Got no choice, Pearl. We sit here on our butts and somebody's gonna die.
I'm not the only one at risk here. The whole mission could go under.
Try to get a grip on yourself, Harry. I'm not gonna answer it.
Why not?
It doesn't matter. Did you talk to Castillo?
Yes.
He wouldn't back off?
I don't know. The storm signal went off in the middle of the phone call, so I had to hang up.
Well, did he hear it? Do you think that he can trace you?
If anyone can trace me, Cruz can. He knows I have to see him after he spread my picture all over the television and newspapers with that phony story of an inheritance. He plays the game well, Andrea. And there's no one who plays it better.
You and I are going to have to, aren't we? Look, he may be smart, but together we can stop him. We just need a little more time.
I'm telling you, Cruz is not going to give it to us.
There's no way he can connect you with me.
Don't underestimate him, Andrea. That'll be your worst mistake. Andrea! Andrea!
You're all right.
Yeah.
I called from the lobby, and when I didn't get an answer, I thought you might be hurt.
Oh, I must have been running my bath. Why would I be hurt?
Well, people have called from up on this floor saying the storm has blown in some windows. I guess it must be another corner of the building. Look, I'm sorry I charged in here like that.
No, it's always nice to know that someone cares.
I guess I could have knocked a couple of times more, but, I don't know. I wasn't thinking. I didn't even grab a pass key. I just ran up here.
The cavalry to the rescue.
Oh, boy, look at this. I did more damage than the storm.
Hey, listen, I was gonna shower before we went out to dinner, but I can pour you a drink if you want to stay.
No, look, I gotta check the rest of the hotel to make sure the security system's still intact. I'll be in my office.
Okay. Kane, is everything all right?
Yeah, I'll send somebody up to take a look at that.
All right.
Did you have to ask him for a drink? You should have got him out of here right away.
I did. He's gone. Let's hope he just doesn't suspect anything.
This mission is going great. Castillo's plastered my picture all over town, and Kane is breaking down your door.
You heard him. He was concerned about me, that's all.
You better not let this go over your head.
You know, you are really amazing. Yesterday, you were trying to push me into his bed. I can handle Kane. You worry about Cruz.
Maybe I should go to Castillo.
Are you crazy?
No, I could give him a story he'd buy. That'd keep him off us for a few days. That's all we need.
No. Look, it is not a good idea. It's too dangerous.
I'm in charge of this mission, Andrea. I suggest you don't forget that.
You may be in charge, but I'm not going to stand around and watch you dig our graves.
I thought you guys were going to take it easy for a while. You mean you're already in another caper where somebody else can get killed?
So you can help me find this place or what?
Sure, no problem. Just tell me what this guy did, that's all.
It's what he's going to do that concerns me, and I can't get into it with you.
Oh, wait a minute. You're gonna ask me for my help, and you're gonna keep me in the dark on the whole operation, is that it?
Brother, I got no choice, okay?
I see. Just point Pearl in the right direction, but don't trust him with any of the goods.
Oh, no, come on, Paul. That's not fair. This isn't Cruz's decision.
You're right. Enough with the arguments, okay? Just tell me, what kind of a place are you looking for down there on the beach?
All right. I imagine this guy is going to want some place with very little traffic around, something off the beaten path.
So it's a guy we're talking about, a guy.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't mean to be nosy, but it's important because a woman down in one of these places might be very unique, extremely rare. So what else?
Well, he really can't afford to be seen in public too often, so he'd probably need a small kitchen and a telephone.
Dig, what kind of upfront money are we talking about he puts down for a lease?
Oh, we're talking a minimum amount. No long-term thing here. Something he could rent by the month, if not the week.
He's right there.
Cypress Point, how can you be sure?
Well, I'm sure. You asked for an expert on the beach, that's me. Cypress Point's the only place where they have low-rent beach shacks, no questions asked. He's right there.
Would he be able to hear the Coast Guard storm warning from there?
Just as easily as you and me from here.
Let's go.
Hey, wait a minute, pal. You know, we get this storm 10 minutes, it might subside.
We don't have 10 minutes, Pearl, believe me. Why don't you stay here and man the phones?
Don't even say it. Let's go.
My jacket, please, go.
Even with Jacobson prodding her on, it's difficult to imagine Victoria being quite that vindictive.
I understand. It's our fault, you know. Well, my fault.
Can't blame yourself for her greed, Julia.
I don't think greed has anything to do with it. I think she's vengeful. Can you blame her for wanting revenge?
Well, it's not like we tried to hurt her.
How can you expect her to understand that? I mean, I'm supposed to be her best friend. You're her husband. And we went to extraordinary measures to try to convince her that nothing was happening between the two of us and nothing ever would.
It's not like we were lying to her. All right, we lied about the night in the mountains.
And New Year's Eve.
And New Year's. Why are you taking her side?
I'm not. I'm just trying to understand this nightmare, and I do.
Well, you're painting a much darker picture than it really was.
I know that I am. I just think that's the way that she sees it. Mason, I am terribly sorry that she got hurt in this. But I'm not sorry at all that we're together.
Well, neither am I. No matter what happens with the settlement, at least the two of us are together, finally.
I'm glad to hear you say that.
Once this is behind us, then we can get a clean start. That's what I'll be thinking of while I'm in that hotel room.
You're still planning to move out, huh?
Oh, I don't see that I really have any choice, Julia. You and I will just have to lead very chaste and pure lives until the settlement is final.
A little late for that, isn't it?
Well, I don't know. I've only been here a few days. All they have is hearsay evidence. However, if I continue to reside in your home...
Reside in my home? You sound like you're talking to the judge.
Well, I'm just trying to explain.
You don't have to explain anything, Mason. I know what this is all about. It's about the two of us and your almighty dollar.
It's an absolute nightmare out here.
That's what I've been trying to tell you. Just got a weather report from the Coast Guard. Gale force winds, high waves. It's just like that storm in '58.
Please shut up about that stupid storm.
It's not stupid to me. I haven't heard from my brother since that night.
I know, yes, I'm sorry, but there's really nothing I can do about it. And, you know, it seems to me it's really not very healthy for you to continually thinking about something that happened so many years ago.
Mrs. Conrad, I'm not the kind of a guy who gives up on something because it doesn't add up. I have to keep pushing and trying till I figure out what happened. And one way or another, I'm going to find out what happened to Hal that night. How about you? If you were in my shoes, Mrs. Conrad, you'd want to know, wouldn't you?
I want you to get me out of here.
There's no way I can do that with this weather, Mrs. Conrad.
Well, I'm going to pay you $1,000 to get me off this rig.
Come in.
Our friend ain't here?
No. But this is his place.
3 points for Pearl, tracking him down so quick.
The Cruz, if he called from here, why did he leave?
I don't know, darling, but I'm gonna stake this place out. Pearl, do me a favor, take Eden back to the beach house in case the French has to contact me there.
No, I don't want to go. I don't want to leave you here.
Baby, I'm not gonna stay inside here. I'm gonna be watching the place from outside in the pouring rain, and you don't want to do that.
Well, if you're standing in the rain, then I'm standing in the rain.
Eden, there is no need for the both of us to do that job.
Cruz.
Please?
Enough already. I'll stand in the rain. You go back and wait for your friend.
I can't ask you to do that, Pearl.
Did you ask? No, you didn't. I volunteered. I'll leave before I change my mind.
Pearl, you're such a good friend.
I'm a fool. Doesn't know when to come in for the raid. So what do I have to know about this guy? What do I do when he shows up?
You don't do a thing, man. You have no contact with the guy. He comes, you call me immediately. That's it.
No contact, I call you.
All right. I appreciate this, Pearl, but I'm not kidding. This guy will kill you if you get in his way.
Do you want to live? Then do exactly as I tell you.
Yeah, keep an eye on the storm damage above the first floor in the east wing. I think we might have some security problems out there. Yeah. No, I think that'll be fine. Look, let me talk to you later, Jim, okay? Bye.
Am I early?
No, I'm running a little behind. I think maybe, tonight might be a bad idea.
Oh, you've got a better offer?
Just a lot of work to do.
Look, I can wait. Did I do something wrong again?
No, look, I'm just feeling a little embarrassed about, the fool I made of myself with my little heroic scene up there.
Look, would you stop? You did no such thing.
Then why were you so nervous when I was in your room?
Look, Ken, give me a break here, all right? I was sitting alone in my room when suddenly you come through the door. I mean, I had no idea what was going on.
And I apologize for that, but I'm talking later. The whole time I was there, I felt like you wanted me out of there.
I asked you to stay for a drink.
Yeah, well, I'm not talking words, I'm talking feelings. When I was down in the lobby and I thought you might be hurt, all I could think about was getting to you, getting to the woman I had met on the beach, the one I thought was concerned about the animals and the environment and me.
Well, what happened to the man that I met on the beach? He wouldn't be standing here shouting at me right now.
I'm sorry. I didn't mean to shout. It's just that when I saw that you were all right, I realized how much I'm beginning to care about you. And I don't even know you.
Can't we go back to those two people who were on the beach together?
I don't know if we can we?
Well, that's what I want. Look, after you'd left my room this evening, I started to think about what you'd done. I was so touched by your feelings.
You don't need to lie to me.
I'm not. Kane, you have become a very important part of my life. And suddenly I'm afraid of losing you. Why is this happening?
We just have to look at this realistically, Julie.
Well, I am. Our perspectives of realism are slightly different.
You don't really expect me to turn my back on that much money, do you?
I would. But then again, I'm an idiot. In my mind, two healthy people that have a beautiful daughter and a secure, well-paying job should have a reasonably good life together.
And we will have a good life together.
Start right now if it weren't for the money.
You're acting like my money is some sort of tainted baggage that I'm foisting onto the relationship, Julia.
Well, maybe it is. Now look at your father with all his money. He doesn't seem like a very happy person to me.
Our relationship will be much more pleasant if you refrain from comparing me with my father.
Sorry. You're nothing like your father.
Thank you for saying that.
Think about it, though. I mean, what would your father do in this situation?
Well, he's had his sensible moments.
He would fight tooth and nail before he'd let anybody get their little paws on the money.
Yes, but the difference is he'd be doing it for himself. Think what that money could do for Samantha, for all three of us.
You know, if I recall, that was his argument, that he was doing it for the family.
Julia, you're pushing this.
All right, I'm sorry. I am. Make me feel a little better, okay? Just tell me one thing that you, Samantha, and I could possibly need that we couldn't do without asking or taking any of the money that Tori is stealing from you.
I'm not thinking about just necessities, Julia. I want Samantha to have the best.
What about your son?
I want him to have the best, too.
All right. What about Victoria?
I've offered Victoria a very generous settlement. Why are you taking her side?
I'm not taking her side. I'm arguing with you about money. Mason, you and I both know how this ranks in the cause of divorce.
I'm not divorcing Victoria because of the money. I'm divorcing her because of you.
Oh, great. Now it's my fault that you're losing a bundle.
I don't intend on losing anything, Julia. And I'm not blaming you for anything. I love you.
I love you, too. I hate your money.
Now you're being ridiculous. We have our whole lives ahead of us, Julia. You can't honestly believe that giving up 3 weeks together now isn't worth $5 million.
Mason, all I know is that I want to live with the man that I love and share my time with him and our daughter. Because I know just exactly how precious that time is. And in the end, all the money, all the Capwell money in the world can't buy that back.
I'm not sure where Mr. Capwell is, but as I was coming onto the grounds a little while ago, I could have sworn I saw him heading toward the boathouse.
The boathouse?
Are you all right, Mrs. Conrad? Mrs. Conrad?
Because I should have stayed there and watched Terry's place. It's my job.
I offered to wait with you.
You offered, you demanded, Eden. You get a little pushy sometimes,
Oh,
you know?
yeah, that's what I am. I'm pushy. Cruz, there's water all over the floor. Somebody's here.
This is Carmen's stuff. Carmen! Hey, Carmen!
Well, maybe she didn't understand that she still had to meet Pearl at Johnny's.
Why'd you leave her purse in her umbrella? Hello?
He's got Carmen Cruz. He's holding her in his place at gunpoint. Should I call the cops or what?
No. Oh, my God. You don't do nothing, Pearl. I'll be right there.
What is it?
Terry's got Carmen.
Look, I didn't mean for us to get into an argument.
You know, I thought we had gotten back on the right track before. But it's me. If I
No,
there's something wrong
look,
with it.
it's not you, it's me. I let things get too far, too fast in my own head, and I'm really not very good at dealing with these feelings.
Maybe we're both moving a little too fast. There's no reason that we can't slow down.
I don't know if that's the solution either.
Well, I don't think being apart is a solution. We need to spend time together if we want to learn anything about each other.
And you'll let me learn more about you?
Yes, if you promise you won't shut me out.
I don't want to. I'd just like to know we're looking for the same thing.
I think we are. Look, I'd rather talk about this over dinner. What do you say?
Sure, let's go. Oh, you see what you do to me?
Now what?
I can't go. I've got work to do.
You want some help?
No. Look, this should only take me, maybe another hour. Why don't I call you?
All right, look, I'll be waiting in my room. Oh, and if you decide to just come by, why don't you try knocking twice before you break through the door?
Are you trying to destroy us both?
Stop it. Just stop it now.
Why did you bring that thing up from the bottom, Cece? We're going to be ruined.
Nothing's going to happen to any of us. All we have to do is stay calm. Everything's going to be fine. We can cover ourselves. Don't worry about it.
Not again, Clark. He's asking relentless questions. He's never going to let this go.
That's why we have to have a plan.
I haven't slept a night through since he showed me that photograph.
You're really stupid to even pose for that picture. On the grounds of the estate, this whole thing is your fault anyway.
How dare you blame me for this?
I think it is. Why should I blame you? If it wasn't for your infidelity, Hal would be alive now. Of course I blame you. It's all your fault. You come back to haunt us because of this. All right.
Why didn't you just leave that skull down here with the rest of the bones?
I couldn't leave it there to be found. Hal has come back to wreak his vengeance on us.
Hello.
I've got Castillo's sister.
Are you out of your mind, Harry?
I told you I needed to see him, talk to him. Well, I'm guaranteed he'll be here.
Let her go, Harry. You cannot talk to Castillo.
I've got to.
Harry, don't do this.
I give the orders. I'm in charge of this assignment.
Well, I'll stop you, Harry. I'll do whatever it takes to make sure that you don't talk to Castillo.
Okay, kid, I don't hurt little girls.
I'm not a little girl.
You're a lot like your big brother. It's time we got him over here.
Hi, we're not in. Leave a message after the tone. We'll get back to you as soon as we can. Thanks.
Where is he anyway? Your little sister, willing to make a trade. You for her.
Move. Good day.
Well, I see you got my message.
You're right about this argument being foolish. The most important thing in the world to me right now is you and Samantha. All the money in the world isn't worth making you unhappy.
You don't make me unhappy.
Good.
I just want to be with you, that's all.
Well, that's understandable. But I can simply give the appearance of having moved out, and we can still be together.
You mean pull the wool over their eyes?
Yeah, something like that.
That's my guy, running true to form.
But I haven't made any definite decisions yet. If you still passionately believe that I should turn my back on $5 million, then so be it. I'll stay right here with you and Samantha no matter what Victoria's demands are.
You'd actually do that for us?
Of course I would. And it wouldn't even be a sacrifice. I mean, what's $5 million, Julia?
Okay. All right, all right. Wanted to hear you say that you would do it for us. It was important to me.
I thought she had her dinner.
No, I guess she needs her diapers changed. Coward.
I love you.
Prove it. Can't believe you.
Crazy to come back down here.
No. I had to make sure he was still down there.
Well, none of this is going to assuage your guilt.
My guilt? What about your guilt? Aren't we talking about that? If you hadn't had infidelity with Hal, the man would still be alive now, wouldn't he?
You throw accusations at me. If you hadn't left our bed for Sophie, I would never have even looked at Hal Clark.
No, but you had to meet in this place, in this town, in this estate, didn't you?
I met him here to end it.
Yeah, you're a liar.
No, I asked him down here to tell him it was over, and I would have told you the same thing, Cece, if you hadn't flown into some jealous rage. The whole thing was horrible. I told him, and he simply would not accept it, and then he accused me of using him.
Isn't that what you were doing?
Don't you dare judge me. I didn't know what I was doing, Cece. I was young, and you had hurt me very badly. I was a very handsome man, and I was trying to tell him that we had no choice, and then you came in yelling and screaming at him, listening, and not to any reason at all. And when you hit him, he was somehow raised. I tried to pull him off, and then you had to hit him again, Cece. If you just...
Panicked. We shouldn't have panicked.
Oh. We could see was her whole life being ruined.
We should have gone to the police. We never should have come back here.
Carmen, I want you to go home with Eden and Pearl.
I want to stay here with you.
This is not open for discussion. Harry and I are going to talk now alone.
Come on, Carmen.
For what it's worth, I never pegged you for such a low-life man using a kid.
Cruz, come on. He didn't hurt me.
That's beside the point. There was no reason for this.
Got you here, didn't I?
Get him out of here, Pearl. Please get him out of here right now. I don't want to lose my...
Take it easy.
Just you and me now, Cruz. Just like old times.
Oh, hardly. Before you defected, Harry, we were on the same side, remember?
We still are. We're still working for the same thing. Same beliefs.
I don't want the party line out of you, pal, so spare me. I want the truth.
I'm telling you the truth.
When you turned your back on the agency, it wasn't just the agency, was it? It was everybody who depended on you, all your friends. Hell, I trusted you like a brother, man, and you left me in the deepest water. I couldn't believe you would do that to me. It's been like a big hook in my back ever since that I can't reach. But tonight I'm gonna get relief, pal, because tonight you're gonna talk to me, Harry, and you're gonna tell me the truth. Why?
I didn't choose to go over. Nico. I was sent.
Yeah, could you give me Andrea Bedford's room, please?
Forgot I'm out of diapers. Going somewhere?
Yeah, if I move a few things over there, I can at least give the appearance that we're not living here together.
Are you just moving your things over there, or are you taking yourself with?
Yeah, but there's no reason to get upset about it.
I'm not upset. I know that you're devious and dishonest by nature. I've known that about you for years.
I've never been dishonest with you, Julia. Julia, I'm doing this for the both of us, you know. Victoria's lawyer is going to do everything he can to win this case, including dragging the press into it. And I don't want you and Samantha involved in the scandal. This is the best we can do until the settlement is over.
Maybe you're right. You know, actually, it is a good idea that until you're a free man, we stay apart.
Or at least give that appearance.
No, this is serious business. We have to be careful. I mean, really apart. No more staying here together, and certainly not together at the apartment. And absolutely no sex.
We couldn't go to the police. We couldn't just leave Hal's body lying there.
It was an accident.
Yes, and you believe that. You go to jail for killing your wife's lover.
Do you understand that we didn't have any choice?
I couldn't look at his face again.
We did what we had to do.
sent you over to the other side?
That's right.
Who?
The man that is my control contact now.
Richard?
No, not Richard. Cruz, don't you see? I was the perfect setup to be a double agent. I had to betray you.
If that were true, Harry, you wouldn't be telling me this.
You didn't give me much choice. I know I can trust you. I wanted to tell you then the hardest thing I've ever done in my life was to convince you I was a traitor.
Then what the hell are you doing here?
I was sent to find the fox.
The fox is in the United States?
In Santa Barbara.
Oh, that's rich. You'll excuse me if I have a hard time believing somebody that famous is still in the game, if in fact he ever really existed.
Or she.
The most feared political assassin in the world is a woman?
I'm almost certain. You know the only way to smoke an agent like this is to convince them that I'm gone over.
You close?
I've been close. Twice. But this is the time I nail her.
What makes you think so?
Because I know for a fact that she's going to be at that meeting.
What meeting? Don't be staring off into space on me now, pal. I asked you a question. What the hell meeting you talking about?